Hey everybody, it's Chad and Spencer. Say hello, Spencer. He's waving hi. Today is, what is today, everybody? September, Tuesday the 3rd. It was not my day off, but I'm going to go do a quick update and put the baby down. Oh. And we'll talk pumpkins now that I've made him mad. All right, we got Spencer in the arms of the one that he really wants to be held by, not me, my useless nipples. Next to, yeah, there's her shirt.
Two locations,
always on tap. Next to Cowboy, so Cowboy with a grown woman and a 1-month-old baby. There we go, the 1-month-old baby for scale. So if you're wondering how big it is, here's your reference. You have a mildly unhappy baby and a mildly annoyed wife. Looking at Cowboy, the pumpkin looks really good. Emily says we got back from vacation. So anyway, we got back from vacation. We were gone for, a week? About a week. And she came in the greenhouse today. She said it looks a little older. I would agree, where I've kind of been messing with it.
Getting wrinkles.
Yeah, where I've been messing with it with the tape and kind of touching it. It's getting a little, I don't know. What do you call it?
It looks harder. Like the shell looks harder.
Looks harder. Looks a little aged there, but not too bad. There's some old man cracks in the pumpkin. Those are not that big of a deal, but not ideal. I don't know. I hope it's heavy, but who knows? What do you think, Emily?
I think it's heavy.
She thinks it's heavy. Let's go look at the other ones, everybody. So we really only have, three weekends until we get into way off season. And as a whole, my plants are looking really good. I'm quite content with how the plants look. Aging is normal because they're pretty old. The unhappy baby is semi-normal because he's probably hungry. The weed situation is fairly good, except for that. Don't worry about that. Ignore that. The pumpkin that I need to take out because it's got a hole in it, and we haven't measured them yet, but I will measure this one. Hopefully this is still in the 800-pound range. It's kind of hard to believe that this was covered up with pumpkin vines and weeds. And
this is what happens when you don't care and you just water and fertilize. That's what happens.
Yeah, so if you just put a seed in the ground and have 7-foot tall weeds, you too can grow a 700 to 800-pound pumpkin and a 300-pounder and a couple other ones to go along with it. So that's looking good. This plant, it's hard to say. This plant actually looks great, aside from this, which I should chop off, but I'm probably not going to. looks really good. And then the front half of Appleberry, Spencer's very upset about. Looks really good. The plants as a whole again are looking really good. This one's got a good shape. I'm not sure. We haven't taped yet. I'm not sure how big it is. I thought this one was going to go light initially, but I think it's been putting on weight on the inside. Spencer, do you think this one's heavy or light? Cry if you think it's heavy. All right, he thinks
maybe
it's
a
heavy.
little heavy.
A little heavy. So Appleberry is looking good, and they are still growing. The pumpkins are still growing. I don't know how much. We haven't taped yet. That's on the agenda. My dahlia's looking good.
It's falling over.
Well, because it's got so much mass, and all these flowers are fixing to bloom.
Okay.
Mom's gonna make the escape. Thanks for being on the video. Spencer says like, share, subscribe. Yeah, so this plant looks really good. I mean, I'm very pleased with my fertilizer schedule, my insecticide, my pesticide, my fungicide schedule. I'll definitely be doing that again next year, because as a whole, this plant looks really good for having 3, 4, 5 weeks left in the growing season. It's in a really good spot. So that is it. Not really a whole lot to update on, other than just kind of giving you a once over, but everything looks real good. Now is kind of the time where you start strategizing which weigh-offs are going to be attended and whatnot. But I don't know. I got 3 pumpkins, 3 weigh-offs, so we'll see. I can skip one of them. We'll decide that soon enough. But that's really all I got for you guys. I'm tired. I had to work a lot today. Vacation's fun, but you pay for it on the back end. But totally worth it. So, if you have questions, comment below. I will get to them eventually. Hopefully, your pumpkins are looking really nice as we get into weigh-off season. And get out there, grow yourself some giant pumpkins, and we'll talk to you next week. See you, everybody.